Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm going to use a new deck today. It's a rather large deck. It's like bigger than my hands. It is called the Mystic Palette Tarot. Box is right there. And yeah, let's give this a shot. Now, I just got it yesterday. I've been messing with it yesterday a lot. So let's see how that. The hardest thing is to shuffle because they're so large. Anyway, though, I kind of like them, but we'll see how the reading goes. um, like I said, I was using them yesterday, doing some practice readings. Um, they, some of the court cards are not obvious of what court they are, so like what suit. I may have to look a little closely at them. So bear with me there, but otherwise, I kind of like them. Okay, what do we need to know? So today is our daily reading. We're going to take a look at current situation and the influences around that. And it is collective, so it may or may not resonate. What do we need to know? Please give us the messages we need to know today. Whew. Okay, let's do this. Current situation, and yes, I have to do that. That is the Two of Pentacles. Present influence, I'll show you all the cards. Two of Wands. Future influence. Six of Wands. Well, that's kind of nice. What we don't see, that is Four of Wands. Nice. What to look for is the Knight of Swords and unexpected, please. That is the Wheel. Challenge. Challenge. Six of Cups. And, okay, Strength is three of, oh, this is the Empress. It's not a three, it's an Empress. Where does this lead? Oh, that is Queen of Wands. I know that one. And after that, the Emperor. Okay. Advice. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So there is something to be said about, so this is the Knight of Cups. Can you see that okay? There is a feeling to me here about a relationship, and the reason why I say this is the Four of Wands, the Empress, the Emperor over here. But there's something to be said about an energy. I feel like, I mean, it could be like someone coming into you, but it also could be about the way you're approaching something. And you could be approaching something with a very, in a very good-hearted way. Also, it could be with, creativity, but I do feel like it's more of either someone approaching you or you approaching someone or a situation with a lot of caring and a lot of compassion. But it feels, because it's a night, to me, it feels a little bit like it needs work. And not, I'm getting very sweet feeling here. Like, yeah, it needs work, but it's not a bad thing. Like, it needs work. In other words, like, the energy really isn't quite mature yet. It's not that the person isn't mature. It's the energy isn't. That's the feeling I'm getting. I feel like with the Two of Pentacles in the current situation is, I feel like if this is someone coming in, again, they're trying to balance their life. And again, that's why I feel like it's kind of like a new feeling, like they want to, but there's something happening here with balancing situations and life areas, and that's kind of, and it could be you too going, I gotta get my life in order here. I gotta put it all together, and I feel like that's what it is. I do feel like with the Two of Wands in the present influence, I feel like this is all about plans being made. Which way do we go? Do we go in between? Do we go to the left? Do we go to the right? It's about making our plans. Once we grab a hold of that ace, because this is the two, it's time to make those plans. How do we move forward? Which way do we go? And I do feel like this energy, again, it could be you or someone else, but whatever it is, there is plans being made. And I feel like they come from a really good place. I do. I mean, I feel like they really do. But it's just kind of really nice energy. Um, Even though there's two twos there's a little bit of balancing going on. There's just this feeling of, to me, this feels like two people coming together, and again, it could be any kind of situation where you're going, okay, this is what we should do next, because we need to keep those life areas in balance, and how do we deal with this moving forward. Again, it could be you looking at a situation, how do I deal with this moving forward? But it almost feels to me like, because of the Four of Wands and what you don't see, I feel like it's a conversation, and it's a good conversation. It's a positive conversation. It's a celebratory conversation. The Six of Wands is in the future influence, which I do feel like this is recognition of this situation. So as to, in the next few days, like or a couple days, it's looking at the balancing, the moving forward, and really recognizing how wonderful it is. I'm getting a very positive feeling about how you're dealing with this overall. And it's really nice. It's a very nice energy. The Four of Wands is in what we don't see. Again, I feel like that has to do with the conversations, the coming together. I feel like a lot of times with the Four of Wands, yes, it can be a celebration, but it can be a celebration of any kind. And to me, seeing it with the Two of Wands, Six of Wands, it's I feel like whatever this situation is, you're also celebrating it, and it feels good to me. But you don't see this yet, that there is something happening in the background here where, I feel like if this is another person and you feel like you're not like at their forefront, you kind of are. They're just not reaching out. But if it's you and this is a situation that you need to balance and work through, I feel like you need to look at maybe some past conversations, or you need to look at what you're doing and those kind of things. I think that's really important. The Knight of Swords is in what to look for. I feel like this is definitely okay, so I don't always see this with the Knight of Swords, but with all the other cards laying around here, I feel like this energy is coming in, and it feels kind of abrupt, but and fast. But you want to look for some forward movement in some, within clarity, aha moments, things like that. So a lot of times the Page of Swords to me is an aha moment. This is moving forward with that aha moment, because the Knight comes next and there's a forward movement. And I think you need to watch that. Once you reach this resolution, just really move forward with it. And this could be anything really. But I feel like that energy is saying, move towards it. Move. If you've had an epiphany of any kind, really, this is what to watch for. Move for that, move forward to that. The unexpected is the Wheel. I feel like things are definitely, we got this yesterday, I believe. and it could have been in one of my other readings because I did a couple astrology readings, but um, I feel like this is definitely like it's going in the right direction. No matter what, it's going in the right direction. And I feel like unexpectedly something happens that makes you realize that things are moving forward and things are good, because we also have the 6 of Wands there. So I do feel like there's this forward movement into something better, and it is unexpected because I feel like right now with this 2 of Pentacles in your current situation, it feels like things aren't balanced. They are balancing, but they're not. So, and the 2 of Wands is how do we balance this out, right? The 2 of Wands energy. So I feel like you'll realize once this happens, this comes in and go, oh, okay, things are moving the way they should be moving, and it makes sense to you. The 6 of Cups is in your challenge. I feel like this is not, again, like sometimes when this cup is about the past, like not everything happens the same in the past, like people change, situations change, new people come in. Even though it may seem familiar, it's not like it was in the past. And you have to get that out of your head that this is going to happen exactly the way it did before. I'm going to be in the same situation I was before. Kind of getting that out of your head that that the past doesn't always repeat. The lessons we learned are important, and we do need to keep those with us, but at the same time, you have to have a little bit of an open mind, especially if it feels good. And the Strength is the Empress, so it feels good. But I feel like there is, either with this conversation, whatever's happening here, know that this is, you are, well, I feel like you're a nurturer too. Like you could be nurturing this situation, and it is a strength because it's, it feels kind of awkward right here in the 2 of Pentacles, like right now. But I feel like because you're nurturing yourself, taking care of you, taking care of the situation if it so needs, you are the one that, this is big, because this could, the way you're acting towards the situation is helping the balance, the mapping, the recognition of it. All of that comes from this Empress energy in your Strength, and that means it's coming from you. The Queen of Wands is where this is leading, and I do feel like it kind of brings out that passion. I mean, I love the Queen of Wands. She goes for what she wants, but not only that, she brings something to the table with people around her, because people see how passionate she is about things and excited she is, and it kind of just makes other people like follow along a little bit, like, oh my gosh, this is great. Oh my, like she's a cheerleader, and she's a champion for the situations that she's in. Like, I want to do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's get it done. Let's. And she's just that vivacious person, and I think that energy is going to be flowing into probably you. The Emperor comes out, and where this leads next. Now, to me, when I have these two together, the Emperor and the Empress, I do feel like this is someone that's going to complete that Empress feeling. So hear me out here. Sometimes we have the Empress as someone who really gives caring and nurturing. The Emperor takes control. Those two energies come together and they're unstoppable, right? Like you have the nurturer and the one that can really take charge. And I feel like that's what happens here. Now, this could be a relationship, two people, or this could be you completing yourself. Like when, I can be nurturing and I can be the leader as well. And I really like this. I feel like you're headed definitely in the right direction, but you have to be the leader. Again, this could be also a relationship. Only reason why I say, well, we've got some cups here, but the Knight of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, there's some kind of energy moving in. And I feel like that. So the 5 of Pentacles is in your advice. And I feel like, I feel like that energy is, realize what you really need to move forward. Okay, so if you're feeling wounded in any way or need to be worked on something in any way, what do you really need? You know, take a look at what you really need. Don't it's not necessarily, again, when we look at the Five of Pentacles and the Rider White, they're walking by the church. The church isn't necessarily what they need. They need something different. And I feel like this is that energy saying, because it's advice, like don't think you need necessarily the norm. This is what people may say you need, but this isn't what you need. And so as you move forward through this situation, I feel like this situation feels to me a little bit different than maybe other people have been through. I mean, we can't judge that, right? But it feels a lot different to me. Like, this isn't normal. It isn't the norm. I want to put it that way. It's not a bad thing. It's just, I mean, sometimes being not the norm is a great thing, but it's different. And you may need to look for a different solution to that. And that's what's important here. So let's pull, is there anything else we need to know? Anything else we need to know? Oh, lovers. You know, I feel like let's embrace the situation, embrace the person, whatever it is to you. If it's a situation, embrace it. They're embracing yeah, it's even got the swans here. You know, let yourself be free. Let yourself be free to love who you want to love what you want to love. Don't focus on the past and think that things are always going to end up the way they did in the past. Things change, you know. Know that this could be different, whether it's a situation or a person. And I really feel like it's embrace that. So there you have your daily reading. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the cards too. Be curious. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to them, but I feel like it was a good reading. So I'm happy with it. Take care. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thank you.